Welcome to Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. In the last part, the focus was very much on connecting my coal ore processing plant to the store here in order to keep our power plant running. And things are going fairly well. And what I've also done is been working on the coal mine up here to try and get this built, because I think it's going to be very important now to be able to start producing our own coal for two reasons. One, my economy is still struggling. If you watch the previous video, I had a real financial crisis and a little bit of a crisis to do with the heating here. And my population took a little bit of a dip, but it's starting to pull back again now towards 5,500. We've got quite a few over 21s living with their parents, so we're going to have to try and move them out. I would guess that they're actually in this area here. One thing I am getting now is an almost perpetual problem here with trucks queuing up to get it. We'll just start the game running slowly, which is another reason why I need to get rid of these coal trucks and have my own coal industry. Because if I can get rid of the dumpers from here, that might speed this process up a little bit. And we've just rolled over onto May the 1st. And at the moment, I've got the crops to keep things going, but at the same time, life isn't particularly that good. And I just want to check here. I just can't remember if I'm actually got a truck that's exporting any oil fuel. No, that's the oil distribution center. Yeah, at the moment I'm just using this fuel to supply the distribution centers. So if we get back over here, so what I want to do in this part is start to get this area here connected up. I'm just going to jazz the game up a little bit, because at the moment we've got all the steel here. This is all about construction, but I want to get this done before I actually kick off this area here. This needs 34 tons of steel. See if we can get some towers in. How's the towers here? This is actually allocated, and I just want to run through here. We got another tower here. I think we could probably do with allocating this to there as well. And how about this tower? Yeah, well, I think that's probably enough to keep going. But slowly working towards getting that coal mine finished. And another thing I've been working on is creating some space up here. And the more I look at this rail line here, the less happy I am with it. Not happy at all about this area here. It's too crowded. I've had several goes at trying to lay it out. Here is okay. It's just this area here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to get rid of this rail station here. And I just, my instinct is to push this track a little bit further north so it comes in about here. Because I've been also looking over here. If I get into, where's my conveyor here? If I show the conveyor, you see I can take a conveyor off of there. And then that means that what I could do is build my rail construction yard over here. And more importantly, I could get a gravel loading yard in here, which will allow me to use the train to move the gravel when I'm doing construction. So there's quite a lot I need to get done here. Now, something else I'm starting to think about is how am I actually going to construct these rail tracks. And I think I need to start working a little bit on the detail here now. So I think I'll actually do that while we're... And what we're going to need here is a crossover, because this will be a bi-directional track. And I'm wondering if I can get a crossover in here. I'm just going to build that. Now, the reason I'm putting the crossover in here is that the trains coming out of here are going to need to be able to get onto the right track. Also, when we first lay out the rail line, what we will probably be is a single track to start with, because what I will most likely do is use a single train to bring in the iron ore or the base iron to the steel mill, because I really need to get this up and running. And the other thing I would like to do is I think I need to redo this. Now, the next thing is I need to start thinking ahead a little bit about how I'm actually going to build my railways, because building railways manually can be a real pain in the neck, especially when you've got areas like this. Because say, for example, I have the construction yard there, I can construct this branch, but I can't construct this branch because unless it's changed in a recent update, the rail construction things won't come up here and then reverse into there. So when you're building rail track, you've got to accept that there will be certain sections that you've got to auto purchase, whether you like it or not. I mean, that's just the reality. But I do personally like to build as much as possible. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to put a little bit of track in here, like that. Actually, can I double track it? Yeah, I think we'll double track it. And we're just going to put you in like that. It's a bit horrible, but what that will mean is that the rail construction yard up here will be able to come down through here and build this section, and the only bit we'll have to purchase is this bit here, which if we show there, which is still going to cost me 18,000 rubles because it's electrified. So this is something you do need to consider when you're actually planning these routes out. Let me see. Actually, let's go ballistic. I'm going to take this out here. I'm just going to keep an eye on my money. And I think we'll bring this back about here. Back to where we'll trim this back to about here. And I think what I'd like to do is come out to, oops, there's a little bit of track there, so we just get rid of that. It doesn't give me any problems. What I'd like to do is bring this out to, say, about here. And then what we're going to do is kind of curve this round, say, to about here, like that. And what that means is the track will be running a good distance over here. It means we're going to have to level out more in this area. And what I'm going to do is try and get this track in like this. Oops, no. Descent is too steep. What's up with this? And what we'll do is make that connection that way, like that. We'll just build that area in there. Just get over here. I need to keep an eye on things. So we've now completed the coal mine. I've got a bit of cash. And what I'm thinking is, let's get over here. We'll use this to buy. And I want a bus. And I want a bus with quite a lot of passenger capacity. 135. Maybe that's a bit too much. What I'm thinking, 55. Maybe 135. 60 speed 63. That's 45. That's 52. That's 98. I think 98 would be pretty good. So we're going to start with one of you. And what we're going to do is pick you up from... let me just see. Yeah, you got loads of workers waiting here. This is exactly what I was hoping for. And your job is to take up workers to there. And I'm just going to get you going there. Actually, I wouldn't mind a second bus picking up from here as well. Actually, we're not really getting a lot of workers here, so right, it's going to pick you up. And what we're going to do is change you and send you up to here as well. I'm just going to remove you. Is that the right one? Just make, oops, haha. Let me just make sure. Just make sure that's the right platform. Yep. And we'll get him running. And what we'll do is have plenty of workers coming up to here. And I think it's time to get the construction crews on this. We get all three working on this to do the deliveries. And you've got a covered hole here for some reason. If you've got a slot where you full, no, you're not full. I'm just going to cheat a little bit here, and I'm going to buy a open hole here with a say. I just want to check that what we're going to do is assign you to there. You can't build much, but what you can do is deliver. So we've got that tower built, and let's get this tower built. Okay, we're just going to assign to there. And whoops. So we okay, we're going to need to get some dumpers up here as well. Let me see. We add you to there, and I want you to load coal ore, and you should be able to unload at the ore processing plant. Do I have any spare dumpers? Yeah, I think what we're going to do is buy a couple of dumper trucks. I can always reuse them once I've got the conveyors set up. Just gonna have to have the one. Have them. I think this would be quite important. So. Just going to get that built in, and yeah, I mean, moment we're wasting resources here because we got this aggregate running. Wait, what are you doing? Wait, is that working properly? Yeah, you're meant to load there and unload. What are you doing? Oh, you're an aggregate truck delivering. Sorry. Are you going to pick up some? Just keep an eye on him. Yep. In the moment we'll get the buses to deliver to here. So actually, let's just change your route. Take off the coal mine. Okay, let's just keep this working. We're down to 90,000. While that's doing, I'm just going to carry on ripping out this track over here. Just go ballistic. I'm just going to get rid of you. I mean, I think this is one of the important aspects of planning. When you plan things and then you look at it and you think that's terrible, and then you can come back and take another look at it. So we're just going to take this out here. Take all this through here. I'm just going to take out this. I'm going to take it all the way back to about here. And we'll take this bit out here. Through here. Just clear all this out completely. This is terrible as well. This needs to go. Nope, don't want to demolish the building. And we'll take that out. I'm also inclined to get rid of these power line planning as well. We're just gonna get rid of you. And there's some power lines in here as well somewhere. I'm just going to get rid of you. And I think I want to get rid of this as well. And we'll just get rid of this road here. Round to there, back to there. And looks like my road crew could probably do with being allocated to. Yeah, you don't really have a lot going on at the moment, so. And I think what we will do is asphalt this road here as well. And I've managed to asphalt all the way out to here. In fact, it's just while I'm looking at it. Just put an asphalt road out there, but we won't build it just yet. Probably move this one as well, because I just want to get this sorted out. How are we doing? We're running at 87 now. So at the moment, so we're running. We've really got to get this running efficiently. Get this built. This built. So I want to push it, but at the same time, I don't want to overload the system. Let me just go and give a quick check. And of course we need our regular check of the situation with respect to close. Oh, and I've also got all the over 21s to move, haven't I, as well? Okay. Population. Unemployed. Yeah, so most of the 21s are over here, aren't they? So what we need to do is where are they? What we're gonna have to do is come around here and move some people over to here, which is good. I'm just gonna what's that? You can see as the 21s and once you've consumed all the 21s, move in. So just check the population, because what actually happens is that your over 21s immediately rush into the block that's there. So let me see, we can just move a few of you. We're gonna need to get a dwelling over here as well. Oops. And what we're going to do is pick up some of you. Just move some of you over. Okay, you're 96. You're 128. So we pull some. I think we'll pull some educated workers out of here. Wow. Put some in there. I mean, my population is growing really big, so obviously we got 5 over 21s now. We're gonna need more accommodation, whether I like it or not. We have to allocate this, I think. I don't really want to do this, but I mean, it only needs 20 tons of steel. We're gonna have to start planning our expansion of our city. We've got a kindergarten here because the kindergartens are filling up already. You can see here. So we're probably going to need another kindergarten over here. How's the 21s? We're down to 4. I think if we can 60 in there, I think we'll just pull a couple more from here, and we'll put you in there. Yeah, you're nearly full. You're nearly full. Population is growing really quickly at the moment. How's the? Yeah, I think part of the problem is that I've got my vehicles up here picking up ore, and they're now actually stopping the coal coming in. But then again, it's probably partly due to the fact And we got a massive queue here. So I've really got to start pushing this area here. It's being built. I think we can get this built. Just allocate. Again, we're going to allocate to all three, just so that we can get the deliveries in. Apologies, I've just had a coughing fit. What I'm really relying on is using the open hole here to do the deliveries of steel, because this construction site right over here, where is it? This one here. Eventually, I'm just going to make this into a road crew so that they can work in here and just asphalt everything out. So we're coming up into June. Let's just check the crop situation. We're okay crop wise. Yeah, this is starting to run down a bit now, but that should take us through to August. I'll check the food situation as well. I feel, because sooner or later we're going to have to improve our food production. I just want to focus very much on this area here. And how are we doing? Money's building up a little bit, so we'll just, I think what I want to do is somehow try and put the wireframe on. I'd like to cut this mountain back a little bit and possibly even lift this area here. I think I am going to remove this power line here. Just get rid of you and you and this. Well, it will all be put back in again. It's just, I just want to be able to work in this area a little bit more efficiently. Oops. What I'd like to do first is just level out this area a bit. But the trouble is that's creating an embankment up there. What we got there. Let's get rid of you. We're going to need to be able to get up to here, so what we're going to have to do is kind of try and ease this slope off a little bit with respect to. You can come here and just get this leveled off a bit. Just take that out. I think that will work. Oops, cancel. And there's a little bit of a bump there. Just push this, level this out a little bit. And what I'd like to do now is see if we can push this back a bit. I mean, it's going to create a super cutting on one side, but I just need to keep an eye on that money. Get that there. I mean, this area is going to be a very busy area, because this is where my construction yard's going to be, probably the train depot. And what I'm partly thinking is that if I can get the track out far enough, oops, we can also probably get a plastics plant and a chemical plant in here. In fact, I'm kind of just going to trim that road back. And what we got here is the road crew working on this. Is just that we haven't got enough pavers. Are you using your pavers? Let's turn the wireframe back off again. No. Okay, we're going to allocate you to this road, so you can send your pavers out. We're still running at 91,000, so we're not doing too bad. We just need the workers. I think part of the problem at the moment is we got too many workers here, so let's just reduce this right down, because some way all my workers have been stolen. So if we drop this down to about 30, and this is being built. Good. Let's check the population. We got solved our problems with the over 21s. Let me see. Just check. uneducated 1,685, which is good. No, because one thing you need to remember about when it says uneducated, it includes children and some babies up to 6 years. So that figure looks really bad, but at the same time, if you think I've got 1,534 children, that is not bad at all. You can see we've got 2,914 people in full-time education. This is working there. Just check. School's starting to get a bit full up. We're going to need to think about that. And we've got workers. We've got no food. Nobody unable to participate in sports. Ow. Okay, we're out of food. Pause. We got a problem here with food. So where is our food? Who's supplying the food? We out of food over here. And we got food. It was just not getting the deliveries. So who supplies food? Food warehouse. And you need to deliver to which? Where's this? Dre shop warehouse. So why are you not? Let me just see. Oh, this delivering directly to the shopping center. Okay. And it says 60% in the shopping center, which is 13 tons. I think what we're going to... And the warehouse can hold 11 tons. We're going to need to increase that. They're saying a little bit up to there. So we can get to there. And what's it close? So I'm going to push that to 90%. And what we're going to do is add the warehouse. To the list. And you're going to unload food there. Okay, we got a little bit of food coming in here. That's going to keep this going. Okay, let's just check the distribution office here. Okay, it's this one that's delivering the food. You need a bigger covered hole in here. Okay, let's get someone who can do some serious food deliveries. 5 tons of food. Wow. How's the food situation here? Yeah, this one's good. It's this one that's got the problem. And if we're not careful, yeah, 46 citizens unable to get food. I mean, I could do an emergency purchase here. But let's see how it goes. Just keep an eye on the happiness here. It's not dropping that quickly, so you're building that up. We've got the towers. We're down to 59,000. So what can I build that's relatively cheap? Where just allocate you. Oh, it's a food situation. Right, you just picked up 6.5 tons. And you're going local. Yeah, I think I'm just going to reduce the number of staff in there. Okay, just keep an eye on this over here. Right, looks like we've just got we're getting a delivery here. Yep, that's the meat transport. Right, he's just delivered food, and looks like you're delivering electronics, and my money's crashing. My money's crashing. Okay. Stop buying steel. I can't afford it. I've got to. Okay, we've got the food coming back in again now. It's not brilliant. You've got 2.9 tons there. You've got 3.72 tons there. I mean, we really need to get the food up before winter comes, because the roads around here are going to be a bit tied up. Okay. You've got the paver there. Right, we got another block of flats working. You've got no workers. You've got some workers working there. You've got 45 tons of food. That's the situation here. We've still got crops. That's good. Want to keep an eye on here. So food is running out again. No kindergarten. I'm just gonna have to get this kindergarten going. I've got no choice. There's another. Hopefully that's a food truck delivering. I need some bigger food trucks operating in this area, because at the moment I'm not getting ahead. We're just kind of. Let's just pause that. Euro bricks. I don't have the money because we got this congested. What are you doing? You're buying coal. You're delivering boards. I mean, I've got loads of prefabs. Boards are not doing quite so well because we're not got the workers. So see here. You're okay with food. We're very much still into real-time food at the moment. And the money is crashing big time. How's the coal? Right, we're building the coal up, and hopefully what should happen is if we can get an excess of coal in here, what should happen is the distribution center that's moving the coal, which is not that one. Where is the one that's moving the coal? Who's associated with you? Let's go to you. If I... What we got here? Where's the unload small cement plant? Aggregate storage. It's only 20%. And I think what I could do is come to... you can load if it's over 40%. What I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the purchase of coal from the customs shed, and hopefully what that will do is the trucks will start to pick up from here. I mean, how's the coal situation here? I mean, we've got plenty of coal at the moment. We've got a surplus of prefabs and we got a surplus of cement. So if this stops producing, that's acceptable, I think. Come on. We need steel, but I've got no money to buy steel. We need to recover our economy. We're really bumping along the bottom at the moment. Okay, we've cleared the queue. Come on, guys, do some exporting, please. Pull my money back. How's the clothes situation over here? We got no clothes. Is that because we got no fabric? Who's importing fabric here then? Well, you've just picked up some clothes. Well, you've got fabric, so let's have a look at the money. What do we do? I mean, I could up the export of power. That might help. Imports. Yeah, it's the steel, 49,000 last month. And we've imported 25,000 this month already. Right, we've now rolled over the month. Right, we can just open this up a tiny amount. Just going to bring in a tiny amount of steel for the moment. How's the food situation? Still absolutely dire. I need some bigger trucks to deliver the food, and these aren't cutting it, and I've got no more room here. I think I don't think I've got a lot of choice in this, so what we're going to do is we're going to buy a covered hull, a big one. What's the biggest one I've got? This one's 8 tons. This is 10 tons. What we're going to have to do is interfere manually with this. Okay. And what we're going to do is just use this truck to fill that warehouse up again. I mean, we got 45 tons of crops, food there. I think that's the only thing we can really do. And see if we can. Okay. Right, what jobs have we got going? Got 2 conveyors and a kindergarten. So I'm assuming the kindergarten's going to want. Kindergarten doesn't need that much in the way of steel. What I'm going to do is hook you through there. And we're just going to allocate you to these 2 construction offices. This isn't going to cost me anything as such. Is this road finished over here? No, this road's not finished. Hopefully this is going to be my... Nope. Okay, this guy's going to drop off 6.5 tons of food. Right, this is my special shipment truck. And his job is just to keep this place full. I don't care if he's running backwards and forwards with a full load. His job is to keep that pressure on. This game can really give you a nervous breakdown from time to time. And we'll just keep trickling that little bit of steel in for the moment. Where are you off to? Hopefully you're going to be delivering to this conveyor so that we can get this built. I really need these conveyors online. How's the coal? We're running at 338 tons. I could... think what we can do is move you. Are you the one picking up the from the coal mine? Yep. Okay. You're not doing anything either. So obviously the game has decided that. Actually, I haven't checked my. Yeah, we got loads of gravel. Right, we've now got our farms picking up, and I've missed this, so you need to load there, unload in crops, and load there, because this is filling up and we need to get stuff into here. There's the right way around, just double check. So you got to load in the, so it's over 50%, you need to load there, you need to unload and you're up here. You need to load if that goes over 60%. Okay, back to the food situation. I'll just keep checking. So we've got 2.2 tons in there. So we've got the food under control, and people should start getting happy. Hopefully we get the kindergarten built. I think what I may have to do is go into the workshop and find. There is a kindergarten that's a lot bigger and holds a lot more children. Crisis averted. This game is absolutely brilliant for crises. So we're not getting anyone expanding into there. Right, so we got that bit connected, that bit connected. We've got the towers built, and what we're going to have to do now is assign everyone to this one. We're still banging along the bottom there, which is bad news. Trouble is, I don't want to deplete this with winter coming. So, I mean, that's another thing I need to consider. So we're just going to have to. I mean, I could borrow some money and just get this built up as fast as possible. We got 3 more sections to do, and then what will happen then is the coal ore will just be flowing into here, and we'll be filling this up. Just check the economy. I want to look at domestic, see what am I spending money on. Construction's 335,000. That's way off the chart. I've got to get that down. I've got to slow my constructions up. Overall plus 180,000. Consumption of manpower, industry. Most of mine is going to citizens' facilities, and that's that there. The other thing we can also look at is resources. Have I got a pile of resources in here that is worth a lot of money? No. Got 266,000 in clothes, but 64,000 in gravel. No, we've got 235,000 in fuel. It's a fuel situation. Yeah, I think getting those coal dumper trucks out of here has made a big difference. So we're just gonna have to try and get this built, because if we can get this done and get the coal down to here. What's this here? Yeah, you're out of coal at the moment. As long as this is full, I'm happy. because we can consume some of this stuff here. And again, come on game, come on game. I think while we're doing that, we will eventually get this built as well. I think we will do a little bit more leveling just to kind of take my mind off of the crisis. Put the wireframe back on. And I think we're just going to just push this through. I'm going to, so we'll just do this. Do a little bit. Just keep an eye on that. Can't seem to get above 50,000 at the moment. Depression there. I think we're. Oops, that's actually dropping it down a little bit. I'm not too worried about that actually, because that will actually, if I drop this down and then level outwards, that should help me a little bit with the leveling going outwards. Just take this through. No, this is not working. Just bring this out a little bit like that. Can I level this up to about that level? Just swing that round like that. Sometimes it pays just to swing around a little bit to see where the level strikes. Got a little bit of a level here, getting a little bit close into this road, but I'm not planning on striking. Maybe we'll just level this out a little bit that way. Okay, turn the wireframe off. Okay. This is 25 tons of steel. There's the steel here. Got 9 tons here. We bring it in 9-ton lots. That'll be okay. How's the food here? Good. 16 tons. Hopefully I'm not draining the warehouse here. Yep. 45 tons. What are you doing? You're delivering crops, keeping the alcohol going. That's my exports. So at the moment we're exporting power. What was it last month? So we did prefabs, power, 19,000. See, my income's dropping because one of the effects of the economy is that if you export more, the value drops, but at the same time your prices are rising. So we got a little bit more. Yeah, we're. Right, I'm going to go for it, whether I like it or not. We're just going to go for here. We're going to allocate both to that, and I'm just going to open up this a little bit. 49 tons. I need an open hole to assist with the. So what I'm going to do now is we're just going to take a break in the video, and I'm going to build this so that on this video we will get this connection done. So I'll see you once we've actually started to put this together, and at the same time I'm going to micro the city, try to keep it going and keep everybody happy. So I'll see you in a minute once we get close to completing this conveyor. Welcome back, because I'm just on the point of running out of money. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to take a loan. What I'm going to do is we're going to borrow about 200,000 for say 2 years. So we've now got a loan, which means that we're now going to put even more pressure on our economy, but more importantly, we will be able to get this done. Because what I will be able to do now is just open up this a little bit more and get some steel in there. But of course, what we're going to need to do is pay back the loan as fast as possible. But I think getting this built is going to be far more important than worrying about the economy. So that's famous last words. I'm just going to keep things going, because at the moment my trucks don't seem to be working particularly that good. I think we really need to get more trucks working, exporting these items here. What I've also had to do is reinstigate this kit because my concrete cement was dropping down. So anyway, I'll be right back once we've got this built. Welcome back. We're just getting should be our final delivery of steel here, and what we should be able to do now is finish this conveyor, and that should make a massive difference. You can see at the moment with that loan I'm still running on absolute minimum money, but I think getting this finished will be absolutely crucial. Come on. So why is that stuck? We need some mechanical components. Oh no, a bit more steel. And we are now in business. The coal ore is flowing down into here, and we should now really start to punch out the coal capacity. I'm just going to do is increase the number of workers now, because what we want is this running at as best capacity as we can, because we want this to be flowing up to here, and then that will solve our problems. And just to finish this video, a quick update of the farming situation. We've got 551 tons in here, we've got 490 tons, 500 tons in here. Picking up, these aren't quite ready yet, and we're in September. This field is being picked up. We've got 552 tons in here. So we're looking good. So this is where I'm going to leave it. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you found it interesting. In the next part, my inclination is to work on getting the heating plant working. But the other thing I'm also going to need to do is work on laying out a good rail network here. So because I've got a feeling rail is got to be the next big step forward. But we're going to really need to work on our steel mill here. But until next time, whatever you do, enjoy your gaming.